You're watching Big 12 now on ESPN+. Tonight from the Farrell Center in Waco, Texas, a top 25 women's basketball matchup as the 21st ranked Baylor Bears host the 4th ranked Utah Utes. And everybody, welcome inside the Farrell Center. John Morris alongside Coach Jim Haller. What a great early season matchup between two teams nationally ranked.
Well, John, this is going to be a dandy. In Utah, they're an established national power right now. Won the Pac-12 last year, got to the Sweet 16, and now they have all 5 starters back. This is a great challenge for a Baylor team that is still young and still building chemistry with a lot of transfer portal players.
Only the second game of the season for the Bears, their first game in 8 days. Utah comes in with the reigning Pac-12 Player of the Year in Alyssa Pele.
Well, Alyssa Pele is an established star in the nation, rated one of the top 10 in the country coming into the season. She can hurt you in so many ways. She's a good face-up jump shooter, as you can see right there from the head of the circle. She's very strong. She goes into the paint and muscles her way. A truly outstanding talent that looking forward to seeing in person tonight.
Averaged just under 21 points a game last year, earning Pac-12 Player of the Year honors. Number 9 ranked player in the country, according to ESPN. How about for Baylor? Dre Edwards led the Bears in scoring first game out. Lo and behold, she started her career at Utah.
Well, she did indeed. In fact, she was the Pac-12 Conference Freshman of the Year when she was there playing for the Utes, and she started out in grand fashion for Baylor in her first game after transferring to Baylor from the University of Kentucky. Very quick and strong around the basket. She can also face up and shoot. Very good defender. You know, she's highly motivated tonight to play well against her old team.
I like that matchup. That's going to be a lot of fun. Dre Edwards and Alyssa Pele, but stars all over the floor. And, it's a really good matchup and a preview of coming attractions for the Big 12 with Utah coming into the league
well,
next year.
I think that's really cool, John. You had Utah football here back in September. Now we've got the powerhouse number 4 team in the nation in women's basketball here tonight. I love it. I think the Big 12 future is indeed super cool, especially with teams like Utah coming in.
Great crowd here tonight. Great student turnout for this top 25 matchup, Baylor and Utah. Bears are 1-0 on the season. As we said, haven't played in 8 days. Utah is off to a 2-0 start. Jim, let's say against a little bit lesser competition than Baylor in the first
Well, no doubt about that. In fact, in their last game, now this was pretty impressive. They made 21 threes in their last outing. That is a bunch regardless of who you were playing. If it was in practice, it would be impressive. So that's a big key to Baylor's defense tonight. Not let them explode on the perimeter. Jada Walker at the point for the Bears, another transfer from the University of Kentucky.
Nice pass down low. There's an assist for Dre Edwards spotting Asia Blackwell. And the Bears grab the first 2 points of the night.
How about that great move without the basketball by Asia Blackwell?
2-0 Baylor lead. Utah comes down low. There is Dre Edwards with a block and then a tie-up. Well, you said it. Dre Edwards motivated to play tonight.
Well,
We've already seen it.
She's a highly excitable player. I've seen them practice a lot. She stays ready to play, and certainly tonight, no doubt about it.
Isabel Palmer inbounding for Utah. She had 21 in their most recent game.
She's a terrific outside shooter, made 7 out of 10 threes in their last game. Right there, takes them strong to the paint. That young lady started her career right down the road at the University of Texas.
Jada Walker brings it up for the Bears. It's to Dariana Little-Page Bugs. There's the veteran Sarah Andrews, a 3 just off the mark on the three-pointer.
Nice move with the left hand to free herself up for that open jump shot.
Down by Gianna Neepkins for Utah. Neepkins with the ball, top of the key.
Yeah, she's a first-team All-Pac-12 player. Both teams in half-court man-to-man defense to start out.
That's going to be an offensive foul under the bucket.
Yeah, Jimmy
Maybe
Johnson.
on Pele.
Well, was it on Pele?
I'm not sure. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, I think, you can tell who they called it on.
There's Coach Lynn Roberts, 9th season at Utah, outstanding record. The reigning Pac-12 Coach of the Year. Utah was 27-5 a year ago.
Her 9th year as head coach of the Utes. How about Dre Edwards? I said she could face up, showing us right there. She's got the total package.
Ray with an assist on the first bucket. She gets the second one. Baylor leads 4-2. A minute and a half into the first quarter. Palmer to Neatkins. Drives. Banker. No good. Loose ball tipped out. Utah grabs it. There's Peely. A three. Shot no good. Little Paige Bugs the rebound for Baylor.
Peely has made 3 threes in their first 2 ball games. She's not afraid to take it.
Jada Walker in a double team. Gets it away to Little Paige Bugs. Nikki Collin for Baylor in her 3rd season here as head coach for the Bears.
Yeah, former WNBA Coach of the Year when she was with the Atlanta Dreams. Quite a coup when Baylor got here. Her to take the reins of the Baylor program, doing a terrific job.
Jim, that foul was on Peely, and the first one was on her also. She's got 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes of the first
That
quarter.
could be huge in this ball game. Needless to say, she is the heart and soul of this Utah ball club. But coming back, Jada Walker, point guard for Baylor, picks up the charge on the other end.
So the ball goes over to Utah. Peely will have to take a seat on the bench with 2 fouls in the first minute 55 of this game tonight.
Well, I would doubt that has happened very often in her career. I looked up her minutes played, and she plays over 35 minutes per game usually.
Asia Youngs, 5'11" senior from Jonesboro, Arkansas, comes in for her. Neatkins, a three, is off the mark. Rebound, Sarah Andrews, pushing the tempo. Dre Edwards finishes with the lay-in.
Yeah, how about that assist to Jada Walker? Great job by Edwards. Her 6-point, Baylor's 6-point.
How about the start by Dre Edwards? 6-2, Baylor on top. Here's a lob and stolen away by Dre Edwards.
Yeah, who else, John?
Exactly. Asia Blackwell to Edwards for 3. Oh, my goodness! What a start to the game by Dre Edwards.
The Dre Edwards show. Student section going nuts. Huge ovation from the Baylor crowd.
7-0 run by the Bears. Edwards has 7 of Baylor's 9 points to start. Give and go. That's going to be McQueen for Utah.
Well, nice offside defense reaction by Baylor on that last possession.
Edwards again with a hot hand. Whoa, man, threads the needle with the pass to Asia Blackwell.
A terrific pass from Dre Edwards. Not only is she a scoring machine, how about that pass? High post to low post to Asia Blackwell.
There was not much room to bounce that pass in there, but she threaded the needle really well for her second assist. And an 11-2 Baylor lead.
Nice job by Edwards keeping her control there, not getting a foul.
4 seconds to shoot for Utah. Palmer puts up a long 3. Banker, no good. Reset of the shot clock. Offensive rebound. That 3 is good. First made 3 of the night. Goes to Gianna Neatkins.
Yeah, Neatkins, first team all-conference selection. That's what the long offensive rebound can do to you if you don't get control.
Neatkins averaging 17 points a game, shooting 61.5% from 3-point range.
Well, there's another mistake. That's second foul now on Jada Walker. That terrific job by Dre Edwards beating the defense of the Utes down the floor. And coming right back, spotting up at the head of circle. Perfect movement by the Baylor offense. Great pass. Spacing ideal for the basket by Edwards.
Utah not shy about shooting threes. Their second game, their most recent game, 61% of their shots were from 3-point range. For Baylor, 40.6% by comparison were beyond the arc. Asia Young drives in. Collision.
Well, nice job by Utah there. They cleared that side of the floor and had the wide open opportunity to take the drive to the basket. After a 9-point differential, all of a sudden we're down to 4. Nice work by Utah moving the basketball, coming off of that high post, big handoff, nice drive to the basket, terrific execution by the Utes.
That was on Sarah Andrews. That is her first. Free throw, leaves it on the front iron, no good. Rebound, Dariana Little Paige Bugs.
So it'll be interesting to see how Baylor adjust now with Jada Walker out there, super quick point guard. Yaya Felder in to take her place.
Blackwell clicks off a three, shot no good. Neatkins the rebound. I'm sorry, not Neatkins, but Kennedy McQueen runs it up. Queen, the junior from Hennifer, Utah.
A nice drive by Palmer. Great outside shooter, but Baylor's playing her so tight, she's getting drives to the basket.
Open in the corner, the three is no good by Yaya Felder. But the offensive rebound and the putback.
Well, the long arms of little Paige Bugs paying dividends for Baylor there. Great positioning on the offside by the sophomore, last year's freshman of the year in the Big 12.
Neatkins behind the screen. Her three is no good. Rebound, Yaya Felder.
Felder, nice job right there. She's a transfer from Ohio University.
Blows by the defender to the basket, lays it in with a foul. Yaya Felder a chance at a three-point play.
Well, great team speed for Baylor showing up early here. How about this pass from Sarah Edwards to Yaya Felder? Great start continues for Baylor. She made the first team all Big 12 freshman squad last year, getting the ball on the wing. She's a very good pure shooter.
Queen with the basket makes it 16 to 9.
Baylor doing a very nice job moving without the basketball, making good cuts to the basket. That's the fourth team foul on Utah. Of course, new rule about 6 years ago, 5 team fouls, so automatic 1-1.
It's been 6 years. Is that right?
I believe it has.
Felder passes on the baseline. And three is in from the left corner by Bella Fauntleroy.
No, didn't have much time to get those words out of my mouth. She's a very good shooter, but look at this Utah team.
Wow.
They spread the floor and drive it hard to the basket. That's Palmer, who's known more as a good three-point shooter. Made 7 out of 10 threes in their last game, but hurting Baylor on the drive here tonight.
Felder drives in, loses the basketball. Turnover Bears. Palmer has 4 in the early going to lead Utah. Queen on the perimeter.
Well, Utah is spreading the floor against Baylor and really getting some one-on-one opportunities.
Now, I think on Dariana Little Page Bugs first. Bugs, Fauntleroy on the floor, Sarah Andrews, Dre Edwards, Yaya Felder. 5 on the floor for Coach Nikki Collin and the Bears.
This Utah team right now, second in the nation, averaging 106 points per game after their first 2 outings. Guess who's number 1 in the nation scoring? South Carolina. 107. They had 100 against Notre Dame and 114 against Maryland.
Jeez. That is filling up the basket.
Yeah, Baylor in the zone right now for the first time. Very unusual for a Nikki Collin team to be in a zone. They may not be in it long because this Utah team can flat out shoot it from three-point range. Nice job by Utah quickly adjusting to the changing defense of Baylor.
And Nesh Vieta shot over the zone with the made three-pointer.
Oh, great move by little Paige Bugs. Just didn't reward herself with a good finish.
Missed down low. Here comes Utah right back in the driving layup. Good by Madison.
That's those one-on-one opportunities I was talking about that they're taking advantage of. Just going straight line drives to the basket.
3-point game now. Bears led at 1 point by 9 early on. Utah withstood that opening charge and has played really well since. Partly misses from 3.
Baylor taking some quick outside shots now.
Nice pass in traffic, bucket in. That's a 9-0 run by the Utah Utes.
Well, Jenna Johnson, an experienced inside player at 6'2". All of a sudden, we've got a 1-point ball game because Utah's taking it tough on the drive to the basket.
Andrews, a 3 that's good from the right wing.
Well, I was just about to say Baylor was taking the three-point shots too quickly, but when you get in the hands of Sarah Andrews, she's one of the best.
Sarah went over 1,000 points for her Baylor career the first game of the season. Bartley rips the ball away, claims the rebound.
Well, Bartley had a good first game for Baylor. Transfer from Belmont at 12.
Nice pass bobbled in there and stolen away. Utah makes the Bears pay for that one.
Well, this Utah team knows how to run.
That is a charge drawn by Garyana Little-Page Bugs.
Yeah, they charged that to Neekins on the quick drive to the basket. Good team defense rotation by Baylor. We'll have a chance to see it again. You see Little-Page Bugs sliding over to draw the charge on number 5 from Utah. The all Pac-12 conference player, Garyana Neekins.
Samantha Crisp is on, first time tonight. Sam Crisp, 6'2" sophomore from Castle Pines, Colorado. Transfer from Boston U.
Jana Van Geitenbeek on the floor now at the point position for Baylor. She was a transfer to Baylor from Stanford.
Pac-12 in her background as well. Bartley for 3, shot no good. Rebound, staying with it. Couple of misses in there. Deja Blackwell on the third attempt for the Bears. The offensive glass gets the bucket.
She was the second leading scorer, rebounder in the nation when she transferred here from the University of Missouri. She can flat out get after it on the offensive glass.
Wilkie on the right side. Nice give and go. Drive down the baseline. Ooh, and a blocking foul is called on Yaya Felder.
I love the way this Utah team breaks hard to the basket. They know how to cut, move well without the ball.
You know, those 21 made threes, their last game, a school record. Tonight,
well, it's all breaking to the bucket because Baylor is playing them so tight on the perimeter, as they should. Now, this Utah team was 4th in the nation in scoring last year, averaged 84 points per game. So this is a tough defensive challenge from Baylor, but so far, Baylor's offense has been equal to that of Utah.
Top 10 in the nation in 5 other categories last year was Utah. One of the best seasons in school history, finished at 27-5, second most wins, tied for the second most wins in school history. Couple of free throws to Gianna Neekins.
Yeah, she averaged 15 points and 5 rebounds last year, so she's been there and done that. That's why she's first team all-conference in the Pac-12.
Reese Ross on the floor for the first time tonight, 6'1" freshman from Rapid City, South Dakota. Bartley for 3, shot no good. Lost the rebound and the run out for Utah.
Well, obviously Bartley's got the green light to take that 3-point shot. She's open. Good job, Utah, coming back down the floor quickly.
Well, said that shot or clock in her head, had plenty of time, got to the rim, just missed the layup. But what a first quarter between these two. Top 25 matchup in Waco, Texas. Baylor leads Utah by 4. 24-20, Baylor leads Utah as we get set to begin the second quarter here at the Farrell Center. Jim, here's a recap of the Baylor Bears under Nikki Collin last year.
Well, certainly they managed to get to their 23rd straight 20-win season in a row. 19 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances continued. Certainly Baylor hopes to top that 20-win mark this year.
Huge comeback over Alabama, first round of the NCAA tournament, advanced to the second round. A lot more depth for Nikki Collin on this Baylor team this year. Dre Edwards again, solid first quarter, came out on fire.
Really good on-ball defense by Utah that time, keeping Dre Edwards from getting a good shot.
Baylor led by as much as 9 out of the gates, led 11-2, but no panic in that Utah team.
No, very experienced team. 5 starters back from the Sweet 16 ball club. They're showing it.
Miss on the 3, rebound Blackwell brings it up herself for the Bears. Outside to Felder for 3, and it's good.
Well, Yaya Felder averaged 22 points a game last year at Ohio University. All Mid-American Conference selection. She's a player.
Second made 3 by Yaya Felder tonight. Bears lead by 7. Minute in, second quarter.
Both ball clubs continuing to play tough pressure, man-to-man defense.
Drive to the bucket, off-balance shot by Vieira.
Nice drive there. She was going against Jenna Van Geitenbeek, who's just 5'4", so taking advantage of a little height differential there.
It's at 27-22. Bears lead by 5. 8.5 minutes on the clock, second quarter. There's a three that is no good. A little delayed attempt at a foul, to receive a foul by Asia Blackwell. No call.
Nikki Collin wanting Asia Blackwell to not settle for the three so quickly, watching the coach from the sideline there, telling Asia, let's work it. Let's try to get a little more strength into the paint.
Utah brings it up, down by 5 to the Bears, second quarter. This top 5 non-conference opponent to play here in the Farrell Center since 2018, 2019. That's when top-ranked UConn came in. Baylor won that night.
Well, a great job inside by Jenna Johnson that time, holding her position in the paint. That was terrific team basketball by the Utes. High post to the low post, tough to defend.
That's the Baylor lead to 3 at 27-24. Edwards to Andrews, drives in, layup swatted away, block shot by Kennedy McQueen.
Now McQueen came from the offside and surprised Sarah Andrews.
Steal, lead pass, Ray Edwards missed the layup. And the pass ahead from Andrews, Drake didn't complete it. Here's McQueen for 3, it is no good.
Or so many long rebounds when you play Utah. They're going to take the quick three-point shot. Baylor's got to get after those long boards like they did that time. Edwards continuing to do a good job running the floor, beating Utah down the floor, but did not finish that last opportunity.
Wow, trying to hand off that pass and nearly stolen in there by Anish Guerrera. I mean, that was a simple handoff, and
yes,
she almost had the
steal.
steal.
She was so smart there, just slithered her way in position there. And we'll take a look right here. So quick, just get that long arm, those hands, quick, very quick maneuver.
Bears haven't scored in the last 2:07 here as Utah has cut the lead, which was 7, down to 3.
Utah does such a great job of spacing the floor. Hard to get offside help against them.
Lob, close range shot, no good by Jenna Johnson. A Fritz is on the floor for the Bears out of Maryville, Tennessee, a transfer from Iowa State.
Another good drive by Baylor, just not able to get the finish. Good help defensively for Utah.
Bears have missed their last 4 shots from the floor. He had a 3, shot no good. Blackwell, the rebound for the Bears.
Asia Blackwell mentioned earlier, one of the top rebounders in the country when she transferred to Baylor from Missouri. Averaged 13 boards a game her junior year from the University of Missouri.
Andrews, step back 3, and she nails it from the left wing.
Sarah Andrews showing why she's the first team all Big 12 conference performer. Yeah, that was just a great drive that time. You got to be impressed with Vieta. Just so quick, and Sarah Andrews kind of relaxed, getting back on the defensive end.
Drove right by her, laid it in. 4-point Baylor margin. 5:45 to play, second quarter. Pass on the perimeter, nearly stolen away.
Utah so scrappy on the defensive end.
Ray Edwards, that's going to be a charge on Edwards, drawn by the freshman, Reese Ross.
But you can't dribble that long without a good defensive team like Utah making adjustments and can see offside help. Watch her, she just spins right back into the paint. And nice defensive job there by the Utes once again. Both teams having some critical offensive charging fouls called. Baylor, Jada Walker out, Healy out for Utah because of offensive charging fouls.
Well, and here's Jada Walker just now back into the game. Had 2 fouls early.
She's Baylor's best on-ball defender. She was known for her defense at the University of Kentucky.
We've not seen Keeley back on the floor since 2 really quick fouls to start the game. Pass on the baseline, near collision. 3 right side, no good by Palmer. The long rebound.
Yeah, long rebounds I'm talking about. You really got to make an adjustment quick to get after those. Sarah Andrews out for the first time for Baylor. Remind our viewers, she missed a lot of the preseason with a foot injury. She's not back to full speed by any stretch of the imagination. So she's going to have to be rested here tonight quite often.
Ross inbounding. Knocked out of bounds by Walker. We'll do it again with 15 on the shot clock.
It's a very tough physical game so far. Great learning opportunity, even for a team as experienced as Utah.
Bounce to Palmer, passes, near corner, three is good. Bottom of the net.
Yeah, she can do it. She's a 40% three-point shooter. I keep saying she's first team all conference. I don't need to say that anymore. You can see why.
8 points by Neatkins here in the first half. Pulls Utah within one at 30-29. Bears misfire. Utah has it back. They could take the lead here. No. Turnover by Utah. Bears will have the ball back following a timeout. Their lead at 1 over Utah.
Well, certainly a great effort so far. You can see the good defensive effort, and then Neatkins drilling it from the corner, making it a one-point game.
Okay, we're down by a lot, but he's got a plan.
Geico makes car insurance easy. With the Geico app, you can check your policy on the go and get access to 24/7 claim support.
Yeah! It's easy to Geico.
This time of year, there's one workshop on every...
Jim, she's only played 2 minutes in this game tonight with those 2 early fouls.
Well, she's a phenomenal talent. Their first game of the year. Now listen to this. She made 26 points in 15 minutes of playing in their season opener. She is literally a scoring machine. Baylor did a nice job drawing the offensive charge from her to put her over there on the bench. But when she comes back in, it will be a different ball game, I assure you.
Her teammates doing a great job. It's a 1-point game, even with Pele on the bench.
Good work by Little Paige Bugs there on the offensive glass. Danae Fritz, the transfer from Iowa State, made a good move to get the shot. But Little Paige Bugs, last year's Big 12 Freshman of the Year. In fact, this is interesting, John. We're going to take a look there at Danae Fritz's effort, and then Little Paige Bugs getting on the glass, leading on the 2 free throws. But right now for Baylor, we have 3 of the 5 first-team all-freshman team selections on the floor. Danae Fritz made the all-freshman team from Iowa State, now playing for Baylor, and of course Pomeroy and Little Paige Bugs both in on that team.
That's
so
right.
3 of the 5 right out here tonight.
How about that? And grizzled sophomores now. All 3 of them played a lot last year. 2 free throws, 1 point Baylor lead, 31-29. Baylor up nearing the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. A steal by Sarah Andrews.
Terrific on-ball defense that time by Little Paige Bugs.
Right on the floor, Andrews to Edwards for the lay-in.
Well, that combination scored the first bucket of the game, coming back now to give Baylor a 4-point advantage.
33-29. Ray Edwards, 9 points in the first half. 3 by Ross, in and out, no good.
No, that was good disciplined defense by Dre Edwards on Ross out in that corner.
Ross, the freshman, not shy about taking the 3. Little Paige Bugs misses from 3. Danae Fritz, the rebound, the spin, and the putback basket.
Yeah, nice job by the transfer from Iowa State. Very experienced move right there. She's having to make some adjustments. Iowa State's a zone team. She's having to learn to play man at Baylor.
Into the corner for 3. That shot is no good by McQueen. An offensive rebound for Johnson. Utah keeps it there half of the floor. There's a collision, and that is a charge.
Yeah, Pomeroy in the right place at the right time. Baylor's made some nice adjustments at that last time out. Moving well now defensively. Take a look here at Little Paige Bugs with the pressure, and then Sarah Andrews getting the steal, and of all things, look at Dre Edwards beating everybody down the floor once again for her 9th point of the game.
Bears lead by 6. Danae Fritz to Edwards. Not about a three. Instead puts the ball on the floor. Pass underneath. Saved inbounds to Fauntleroy. Nice between two defenders for Bucket.
Well, they respected her as an outside shooter. Got up on her tight. She just drove to the bucket. Nice defensive recognition by Fauntleroy. But how about Utah? Talk about a team that knows how to play the game. Baylor did not get back quick enough after the score. Nice job by Utah getting it to Palmer.
Seen that at least a couple of times already where they just really beat Baylor down the floor. That time Isabel Palmer got the layup. The foul on Andrews, her second. Palmer has a chance at a three-point play.
Well, both of these ball clubs so impressive running the floor here tonight. Transition game both ways, just spectacular.
5-point margin with 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play before halftime. Baylor 37, Utah 32. Paige Buggs in the paint, spin, shot, no good.
A nice move by little Paige Buggs. That's what she does best, maneuver in the paint.
Utah looking to cut into that Baylor 5-point advantage. Palmer will drive. Gray Edwards blocks the shot out of bounds.
Well, Palmer is so impressive here tonight. As the open outside shot, she drills it. Baylor plays her tight. She takes it on the drive very effectively. What a leader. Take a look here. Dre Edwards fortunate to get that block and not pick up the foul as Palmer once again blew by the Baylor defense on her straight line drive to the basket.
Couple of blocks in the first half by Dre Edwards. Utah with the ball, under 10 on the shot clock. Palmer on the perimeter.
Interesting. Baylor again in a zone defense. Very rarely will you see a Nikki Collins team do this, but
she's got to put it up. Did not draw iron. Good defensive stand by the Bears in that 2-3 zone.
Nice maneuver by Nikki Collins and her staff there. If you just get one uncomfortable possession by the opponent and it gets you another freebie, well, great work. Good job changing defenses.
Bears bring it into their forecourt, leading by 5, 37-32. Jada Walker to Asia Blackwell, top of the key. Now to Bella Fauntleroy, spins, puts it up and in.
Oh, that young lady from Springfield, Missouri, she knows how to play. What a luxury having her come off the bench. Baylor back to a 7-point advantage, John.
This crowd is into it tonight here in the Farrell Center. Baylor leads the number 4 team in the nation by 7 with a minute to play in the second quarter. Drive by Kennedy McQueen, cut off by Blackwell. Into the paint, off-balance shot, no good by Johnson, but a foul.
Well, Brian Hall, the lead official here tonight, called it from quite a distance away, but that was a good team defense for Baylor for about 25 seconds. Then they reached. You see Nikki Collins not agreeing with the call, but this is a tough game to officiate. You don't hear me take up for the officials very often, but this is a hard game to call. Both teams very quick, both teams fighting very aggressively.
Ray Edwards, her whistle for the foul. That is her second here in the first half. Now Felder will come in. Danae Fritz will go to the bench. Sarah Andrews remains on the bench for Baylor. And Healy remains on the bench for Utah. Again, played the first 2 minutes tonight.
Good look at Coach Lynn Roberts there. You can't see her right arm's in a cast. Told me an interesting story before the game as Utah misses the free throw. Johnson off the line, but she told me she was out riding bikes with her twin sons last week and fell and broke her wrist. So that's why she got her arm in a cast over there.
One of 2 free throws by Jenna Johnson as Coach Roberts looks on. I'm sorry, that last foul was not on Edwards.
Gracious. You talking about
Fritz.
Nice sportsmanship there by Vieta. Bumped Felder and immediately went to, didn't say I'm sorry, but she went to she hit those chairs pretty hard.
So Edwards out there with just 1 personal foul. Danae Fritz has a couple. She went to the bench. Baylor's ball. Turnaround jumper by Edwards. No good. Blackwell scrapping for that loose ball. It's a tie up on the floor in the possession arrow. favors Baylor.
Well, nobody goes tougher to the offensive glass than Asia Blackwell. She's proved it for her career. Two-time All-SEC selection at Missouri before transferring to Baylor last year. Could only play in 8 games because of a leg injury that she suffered early in the year.
Baylor inbounding, 20 seconds on the shot clock, 35 seconds on the game clock, second quarter. Here's lead by 6. Pass cross court, deflected, last touched by Baylor, turnover Bears.
Well, a team as smart as Utah, when they see that cross court pass, they react so well away from the basketball. Good team D by the Utes. You can see here, Dre Edwards kind of telegraphed that pass. You got to fake him down to the baseline, then throw it across there to the wing. Did not do that, resulting in a turnover for Baylor.
Jana Van Dyke is back on the floor for the Bears.
That's just the 6th turnover of the game for this Baylor team in this tough matchup.
Second difference in the 2 clocks. 13 to shoot for Utah. Foul on the perimeter. It's on Jana Van Dyke.
That's just the 4th team foul, so Utah will not go to the free throw line. It's the 5th one to get you the free trip.
Jana Van Dyke beats a smart enough player. She probably knew that.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah. All right, now 11.8 seconds in the second quarter. Eakins with the ball, kicks it back outside, and a travel on the perimeter as Deja Young travels. Baylor will have it back with 2.8 seconds to go.
John, that was very impressive disciplined defense by Baylor that time. Hard to guard this Utah team in a situation like that. They were setting up that backdoor cut. Baylor kept the pressure on. Utah not able to execute like they wanted.
Lonnie White on for Utah. Bears can't get it inbounds cleanly. Finally they do, and Yaya had almost given up on that, but the clock didn't start until she touched it. They missed a long-range 3. The Bears lead by 6 at halftime. What an entertaining first half between these two.
Well, John, just what we expected. 2 top 20 teams going after it. The execution was impressive, but the effort and intensity was even more so.
Halftime at the Farrell Center, 21st ranked Baylor leads number 4 Utah, 39-33 at the half. Back to begin our halftime activities from the Farrell Center in Waco after this.
This difficulty demands an ease specialist.
In Lake Tahoe, they say, Jim, they want to see more of the granny basketball. I don't know about that, but we'll have more from the Farrell Center after a break. Baylor leads by 6 at the intermission, 39-36 over the Utes.
A season that's still anyone's season? Check, baby. NFL on ESPN. Football's in full swing. You ready? QB of the future? Check. Division on lock? Check and check. MVP case? A season that's still anyone's season? Check, baby. NFL on ESPN.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
Running game started going the other way, and I believe we're going to see her get the return pass right here at the head of the circle from Asia Blackwell. Jumps up, drills it once again. She ran the floor exceptionally well. Yeah, good steal there by Little Paige Buggs. Then the dish off to Sarah Andrews. Dre Edwards getting the full court run out.
Gianna Neekins for Utah. She had 8 in the first half.
Well, Neekins is quite a weapon. She can hurt you in a lot of ways, has good quickness. And then, of course, for Utah, Vieta, she was very instrumental in bringing their team back to just a 1-point deficit. Made some key moves for the Utes.
Adds up to a 39-33 Baylor lead over Utah. Second meeting all time between these two future Big 12 rivals. Utah into the Big 12 next year. It's interesting you mentioned Baylor and Utah played in football earlier this season. Really tight game. Utah won it in Waco 20-13. They'll play next year in Salt Lake City. Utah will be in the Big 12 conference, but it won't be a conference game because this was a home-and-home series when it was made between Baylor and Utah. Next year's the return trip, so we'll play as non-conference opponents second week of the season next year.
That's an interesting development. I hadn't thought about that because, as you say, the contract was made as a non-conference game, and of course with 14 teams, will it be 14 or 16?
About 16 next year,
in the league next year. So obviously you can't play everybody anyway in football. So that's a good way to keep that matchup going. That will be a great trip for Baylor fans. Salt Lake City, a beautiful, beautiful place to go, and the fans out there are just wonderful. I've been out there several times. Very impressed.
We're going to make regular trips to Utah now with BYU and Utah in the Big 12 conference. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Bitter rivals. They are bitter rivals.
The holy war, isn't it, between those two? Well, here it's Baylor and Utah, and the Bears lead it by 6 at the intermission. We'll be back and wrap up our halftime activities in a moment. From the That is a nice collectible shirt right there.
Well, it's nice to see the student body is in tune with the effort. There are a lot of them have those shirts on and seem to be having a good time. But I'm having a good time watching hoops, partner.
It's a really good game. I think they're playing a lot of Taylor Swift music tonight. That's what I'm told. So nice themed night here for a really good matchup between these two. Baylor leads it by 6 as we get set to begin the second half. Jim, let's take a look at the top 25 of the nation this week. Going to Utah number 4, Baylor number 21. Look at those Pac-12 schools dominating the top of the poll.
Just amazing. 4 of the top 6 teams from the Pac-12. Obviously, you see UCLA, Utah in the top 4, and then Colorado, who knocked off defending national champion LSU earlier last week, and then you got Stanford at number 6. So certainly Pac-12 looks like the early powerhouse conference in the nation for this year.
Pretty amazing. 2 of those will be Big 12 schools next year, Utah and Colorado. Other teams, Baylor at number 21, Creighton, Ole Miss, Washington State, and Oklahoma in poll number 25 this week.
Another Big 12 team in the top 25, Texas came in at number 11, so 3 Big 12 teams, and Kansas State, Kansas not far behind in the voting.
So Baylor trying to strike a blow for the Big 12 tonight against the Pac-12. The Bears lead it by 6 as we get set to begin the second half here in the Farrell Center. I think you're right, Jim. We will see a heavy dose of Keeley, who sat for, 18 of the 20 minutes in the first half.
A minute and 57 seconds to be exact, and certainly I'm sure she'll come out as a ball of fire. She's a great player. Mentioned earlier she had 26 points in 15 minutes of action in their season opener, but on the other hand, Dre Edwards for Baylor, she scored 20 points in the Baylor's first game of the year in only 19 minutes. So there's 2 fire-powered offensive threats on both teams there.
Was Keeley like, which game was it? She was 15 of 18?
In the 2 games so far, she's 15 of 18. Yeah, she's played very few minutes because they won so easily. But let's see what a well-rested Keeley does here. A good matchup. Her and Asia Blackwell inside. Blackwell has the tough job of guarding Keeley, who can do so many things from all over the court.
All right, here we go. Utah in the Rose Darts uniforms has the ball first. They shoot in front of their bench in the second half. Palmer turns the corner, drive, layup, good.
I am so impressed with Isabel Palmer. She is just so savvy using the left hand, the right hand, and the way Utah gives her the space to drive.
Cuts the Baylor lead to 4. It's 39-35. Just underway, third quarter. Ray Edwards, a 3. We're good from the left corner. Rebound by Isabel Palmer. This is the tempo up the floor to Niku.
Well, I'm sure Coach Collin would like Dre Edwards to work the ball into the paint, which is her real strength, even though she's hit a couple of face-up jumpers here tonight.
Well, That is going to be personal foul number 3 on it's on Sarah Andrews. So 3 personal fouls on Sarah. That is something the Bears watching. And Utah puts the ball back in play. Healy begging for the ball down low. Pass on the perimeter, stolen by Blackwell. You have an uncontested drive to the bucket for 2.
Well, nice job by Baylor. That time, Baylor with his own defense. They tried the cross-court pass. Asia Blackwell coming from out of nowhere to get the steal.
Yao Felder tries to clamp down on Palmer.
Well, that's just too easy, John. There's got to be offside help coming on that drive to the basket. If you're going to take the 3 away from her, it's hard to guard her one-on-one.
Palmer, 11 points, first player in double-figure scoring for either team tonight.
Isabel Palmer mentioned she played just 90 miles down the road her freshman year in college at Texas.
Brianna Little-Page Bugs won't fall.
Nobody on the offensive glass now for Baylor. They did a good job in that area early in the game.
Healy passes down low, intended for Johnson, but stolen away. 5th steal of the night by Baylor, 4 by Utah. There is a hard collision on the drive and a foul. And Yaya Felder appears to be okay.
Boy, this is such a tough physical game. Felder in now for Baylor's leader, Sarah Andrews, who you mentioned a while ago, picked up that unfortunate 3rd foul. Jada Walker coming in for Sarah. And I think a great job by Felder working hard to the bucket. Deacon's trying to draw the charge there, sliding across the paint. Felder at the line averaged 22 points per game last year at Ohio University.
Gianna Neekins has 3 fouls herself now.
Well, this is such a physical game. There's going to be several players in foul trouble. Hardy is.
1 of 2. And Dre Edwards is there to clean it up for a bucket.
Well, it's a great job by Dre Edwards holding her position there once she got the offensive rebound.
Neekins to Pele going strong to the basket. Asia Blackwell trying to hold her ground, but whistle for the foul.
Well, that's what Pele does. And obviously the crowd very, very upset. Officiating crew trying to explain to Nikki Collin, that's Kim Hobbs, explaining to Collin how they made that call. Tough game to officiate. Brian Hall, Kim Hobbs, and Nicole Brannon. Just take a look. We can see. Yeah, she was definitely moving, but that's what makes Pele a great player. She knows how to operate in there. First 2 of the game.
How about that? First 2 points pulls for Pele, pulls Utah within 5 at 44-39.
Yeah, who would have ever dreamed we'd play over 22 minutes and she did not score? Because that's because of the foul trouble.
Baylor by 5. Felder hustles it up, shot no good. Loose ball taken by Jenna Johnson. Down low to Pele, going for her again. She banks this one
You
in.
can't guard her one-on-one from the back. That's a tough assignment for Asia Blackwell. That's why she's an All-American, John. She knows how to play and position herself.
Well, we'll see a heavy dose of Pele here in the second half. We already have in the first 3 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Well, she's big, she's strong, and she knows how to play without the ball. Take a look right here. Asia Blackwell just gets the little bump from Pele and backs off, and Pele goes up for the easy 2.
Bears inbound, Jada Walker. Little-Page Bugs down to Dre Edwards. To Walker, looking to drive. Throws it up and in. Jada Walker, a veteran move.
Well, that's what Jada Walker can do for you. She has great quickness, and being a left-hander, that's a little different to guard when she makes that move to the bucket.
Those points tonight for Jada Walker. Shot no good. Rebound, Dre Edwards for Baylor. Walker again. All the way. Shot no good. Yaya Felder flies in there for the offensive rebound. Outside to Edwards for 3.
Well, great job by Yaya Felder in for Sarah Andrews, getting a great kick-out pass to Dre Edwards. Heads-up play by Baylor.
Second made three of the night by Edwards. 14 in the game. Neekins answers for Utah.
Well, John, we're seeing two outstanding teams collide here tonight. A true top 20 contest.
Baylor leads by 5. 6-minute mark, third quarter. Little Page Bugs in the low post for two.
Talk about positioning yourself well in the paint. How about the sophomore right there doing it back to Utah?
Jada Walker, the on-ball defense of Palmer. Big set by Healy. Floors Walker. And a three-pointer is up and in. Jada Walker is dazed out on the floor.
Jada Walker wanted an illegal pick on that, but Peavy was set. If he's following what the call there away from the ball. Just tough physical game continuing. Healy, big and strong, setting that pick.
We take another look at it. Jada Walker is shaking the cobwebs out. I think they are going to go to the monitor and look at it. Walker needs a little time to collect her thoughts. The pick was set on the perimeter. Tell you what, let's take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll show you that when we come back. Jada Walker shaken up. Baylor leads by 4.
Felder trying to get over. You have a collision. It doesn't have to be a foul when somebody goes to the floor.
And Healy got up and knocked her down to the floor also. Yeah. She got up, got the pass, and get the three-pointer. Jada Walker is on the bench as we resume play. It's Baylor's ball. Bears lead by 4, 51-47.
You can't get loose with the ball like Little Page did right there. Little Page Bugs. You can't hand it out. Quick-handed Utah defensive team.
Here's Peely, the nice bounce pass on the baseline. Yaya Felder with the block shot.
There's that offside help I keep talking about. There's got to be help coming from the offside.
Asia Blackwell drives on the baseline. Trip there. Looks like that'll be a foul, and it is on Alyssa Peely, so that's 3 on her.
Well, nice job by Utah. Just a great break to the basket, but how about Felder coming over? No doubt getting the clean block. Baylor coming back, getting the ball to Blackwell on the baseline. Now she gets fouled.
So 3 on Peely.
Peely and Nick can both have 3 fouls. They're going to get Palmer that time on the foul for Utah. So we've got Neefkin, Healy, and Sarah Andrews. 3 stars, 3 all-conference players, all with 3 fouls here halfway through the third period.
Baylor leading by 4. Little Page Bugs on the inbounds. Misses the shot. Deakins good position for the rebound for the Utes. Palmer on the perimeter. In the hands of Peely. Drives on Edwards. Too far into the bucket. Wow, somehow spun out of there and banked it in.
Well, that's 9 points in 5 minutes and 10 seconds now for Peely as she's come back into the game.
Sarah Andrews' runner is no good. Utah takes it the other way. 2-point game in the third quarter. Neekins ties it up.
Great movement by Utah that time. They just know how to play without the ball. Great spacing, I keep saying, of the floor, opening up opportunities for each player.
Tied for the first time tonight, 51 apiece, 4:10 on the clock, third quarter. Blackwell dribbles on the baseline, gives it to Edwards. Back to Blackwell. She'll drive in. Around her defender for the lay-in.
Boy, both teams taking it so impressively to the glass. Boy, what a play by Blackwell. Palmer was there, but she didn't want to take a chance on drawing that foul. She wanted to go try to get the charge, but didn't want to take the chance.
Here, steal on the perimeter by Andrews. Felder diving at the ball. Drive, layup, no good. Blackwell rebounds for the Bears. That last basket snapped a 7-0 run by Utah. Bears lead by 2. Andrews, no. Little Page Bugs, yes.
Well, beautiful job by Little Page Bugs once again on the offside glass. Third time she's done that tonight. Get a quick putback.
Utah tied the game. Baylor answers with back-to-back baskets to lead by 4. Palmer on the baseline to Peely. Shot no good, but a foul.
Boy, that's tough on Asia Blackwell right there. Peely making the tough move to the bucket. Looked like Blackwell was just had her arm straight up, but contact was made. Tough game. Well, here's a good look at Peely doing what she does best, just maneuvering tough into the bucket. Look at that kiss off the glass. Then Asia Blackwell going through traffic, getting the finish. What great concentration. Bears up by 4.
Charlie Green, Utah #1 seed, Baylor a #5 seed at this young part of the season.
Well, certainly that's good prognostication. They both look their part here tonight. Two outstanding teams going at it. Utah, very, very experienced. All 5 starters back from last year's Sweet 16 team. Baylor trying to put it all together with transfers and very, very little overall experience. Sarah Andrews, the only player on the Baylor team, been here more than 2 years.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Peely shooting free throws, 1 of 2. Second one was a cupcake shot. She hit it. Student section gets Silo Magnolia cupcakes if the opposing team misses 2 consecutive free throws. There's a foul on the perimeter on Dre Edwards.
Yeah, I think Edwards threw a little forearm there. She better be very careful because these are referees and she was making some gestures. This is such a hotly contested game.
So foul on Edwards. That is her 3rd tonight. Utah with the ball, down by 3 to the Bears. Peely on the baseline. Another foul on Asia Blackwell. Blackwell really, I think, feels like she's just holding her ground there.
She is holding her ground, and Peely, I can compare it this way. Everybody used to raise Cain because Vinnie Johnson jumped into players on their shot.
Right.
Peely does the same thing. She does a great job right there. That was very questionable, but there was contact. What you had to see was down on the hip area, not up with the hands. But this is a tough physical game.
Peely again misses the front end. Cupcake shot. She missed it. Cupcakes for the student section. Consecutive misses by Peely at the free throw line.
Pac-12 Conference Player of the Year. Great player.
3 on the perimeter. That's Jada Walker back out there. Hits the mid-range J.
Jada Walker, just a very, very quick, terrific guard. She got in foul trouble early. Back making a difference now.
And Neepkins went up for the shot, came down with the ball.
How about that? Bella Fauroy, not known as a great defensive player. Great pressure on the perimeter against the all-conference performer, Neepkins for Utah.
How about that? Forced to travel. Turnover, Utah. Bears have it back with some momentum. Those 2 missed free throws there were really big.
Well, that's very unusual. Peely's an 80% free throw shooter. What physicality can do to you. She's taking a lot of bumps, and she's caused a lot of bumps.
Bears by 5. Walker in the paint. Shot no good. Neepkins the rebound. Neepkins runs it out herself. She's going to take it all the way. And a charge. A charge is drawn by Asia Blackwell.
Yeah, great job by Blackwell in transition D. Getting back, there's no doubt her position was set. Neepkins had her mind made up. That's the 4th foul now on Neepkins. Blackwell, terrific transition D for Baylor.
How about Blackwell? She's had her hands full guarding Peely. She didn't hesitate from setting her position, drawing that charge. The 4th personal will put Neepkins on the Utah bench.
Well, Neepkins, great player. She'll be back in here at the start of the 4th quarter, I'll assure you.
It's a minute 38 away. Baylor leading by 5. Remember, this game was tied at 51, so a 6-1 run by the Bears. Making a 9-1 run on the 3-pointer by Jada Walker.
How about Jada Walker, transfer from Kentucky. What a difference she's making here late in the ball game.
Down low to Peely. Edwards had the defensive assignment there. Tried to draw the charge. No call, and Peely banks it in. 6-point Baylor lead. Edwards gives to Walker, drives to the baseline left, comes back outside. 1 minute to play, third quarter. Baylor 60, Utah 54. And a steal on the right side of the floor.
Great hands there defensively that time for Utah. Wilkie.
There's another charge drawn by
Two straight terrific defensive plays by Fauntleroy. Last time on the perimeter, this time look at him protect that baseline, sliding quickly. No doubt about it. That was a push-off on Deja Young.
So the Bears have the ball back. 49.4 seconds to play. Third quarter.
The young lady that made that last steal for Utah before the charging call, Wilkie, she was a freshman at University of Wisconsin last year and started 27 out of 29 games.
Wow.
So she's got a lot of experience coming from a great Big Ten program.
Deja Young picked up her second personal foul. Bears ball, final minute, third quarter. Jada Walker to Sarah Andrews. Step back, 16-footer. No good. Rebound, Baylor. Utah can play for the final shot here. Diagonal pass out, nearly stolen by Sarah Andrews. Lost it out of bounds. She anticipated that pass very well.
Very nice team defense by Baylor that time. Utah got it up quick in transition. Did a nice job of cutting off the baseline, tried to make the long outside pass. Sarah Andrews getting the deflection, trying to get all the seconds of rest they can for Sarah Andrews. Katarina Ferreira, a junior college transfer from Arizona Eastern, on the floor now for Baylor.
Final 15 seconds of the third quarter. Utah with the ball. Jada Walker on the other. To Pete. Under 10 seconds. Drives in. And lost the ball out of bounds. No foul call either way. It's Baylor's ball.
Pete was very fortunate she didn't pick up a charge there. Dribbled right back into a double team by Baylor. That's one of the few times you've seen Baylor double team or in the paint, and it paid off. Nice team defense for Baylor here in the latter stages of this third period.
All right, so Baylor should get the final crack at the basket here in the third quarter. Inbounds to Felder. 4 seconds to go in the period. Felder to the corner. Fauntleroy for three at the buzzer, and it's good! Bella Fauntleroy nails the three-pointer, and the Bears lead by 9 over fourth-ranked Utah.
Boy, you talk about great last-second execution. Felder to Fauntleroy. Fantastic finish to the third period for Baylor. Up now by 9.
Clouds?
No, someone else makes them. He sells them.
Have you ever seen these clouds?
No, he says they're in.
Certainly both have executed very, very well from the perimeter and inside. Peely, all of hers in the second half.
14 by Dre Edwards, who had 7 of Baylor's first 9 in the game tonight. And it's Baylor's ball to begin the fourth quarter. What a surge of emotion for Baylor on that three-pointer that ended the third quarter. Bears lead by 9. They led by as much as 10. Way back 19-9 in the first quarter. Jada Walker. The reach-in foul there is on Ferreira.
A nice job by Walker. Saw she was being pressured very, very tightly outside. Quickest Baylor player, Jada Walker, without a doubt, using that left hand to draw the first foul of the fourth period.
Second personal on Vieira. First foul here in the fourth quarter. Edwards to Felder, drives in for it.
How about that cut by Felder? Terrific basketball by the transfer from OU. Biggest lead of the night for Baylor.
11-point margin, 65-54. First 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Wilkie a three, in and out, no good. Peely, the rebound goes up, muscles it up and in for 2.
Well, Peely just knows how to play the game. So smart. She does have the big body. She knows how to use it very, very well. Strong and active.
Is it a 9-point lead again? Walker off the mark. Mid-range on the left side.
Probably a little too quick. Baylor had nobody on the offensive glass.
Queen brings it up for Utah. Back to Peely underneath. Gets the handle on the ball, spins and lays it in.
You know, Utah's going to try to go to her every time. There's got to be help there. If you take a chance like Dre Edwards did on the interception, you're going to get burned. All of a sudden, the 11-point lead down to 7.
Here's Steele at midcourt. The ball to Little Page Buck. Shot, no good. Queen the other way.
Now, Little Page Buck's trying to draw the foul from Peely. You can overdo that now. You got to just keep running your offense.
Baylor by 9, 8:20 to play, fourth quarter. Blocked from behind, I think, by Edwards there. Young for 3, shot is no good. Dre Edwards the rebound.
Well, Baylor's got to really protect the basketball. They only have 10 turnovers in the entire game. And as hard fought as this has been, that's an impressive low total.
Yaya Felder on the perimeter. Reach-in foul on Kimberly McQueen.
Well, you can see Peely right there under your bucket, number 35, just positioned herself well. Baylor got nobody on her on the block out. Got to make sure you do that.
Peely to the bench. She got 16 all in the second half. She's got 16 of Utah's 25 points this half.
Well, when we mentioned she had 26 points in 15 minutes in the earlier game. Not surprising.
Now we can see why.
3 quick fouls on Utah. That's the 3rd foul already with only 2 minutes and 7 seconds gone in this 4th period. Remember, 15 foul, Baylor goes to the free throw line.
Addison Wilkie guilty of the foul. That's her first. So we'll watch that. 3 team fouls on Utah already here in the 4th quarter. Asia Blackwell drives in, spin, shot, up and in, and a foul, and a chance at a 3-point.
That's what I'm talking about, John. Baylor needs to keep attacking. They don't need to settle for quick threes. Take the ball to the paint. Asia Blackwell, terrific job right here. Transfer from the University of Missouri. She knows how to operate in the paint. Baylor needs to keep giving her the opportunity. She now has 12 points in the game. She and Dre Edwards lead the way, 14 and 13 now.
And the 4th team foul on Utah there. Baylor by 10, 68-58. Peely on the bench. Into the post area to Johnson, and a reach-in tie-up. A possession arrow favors Utah.
Nice job by Baylor doubling up that pass into the paint. Don't want to give up anything easy.
So Utah to inbound on their baseline. 21 on the shot clock. Bounds it comes to McQueen.
Vieta very quick on Sarah Andrews guarding her.
To Wilkie for 3. No good. Back iron. Andrews the rebound for Baylor. Andrews. Metal to the metal. Ahead to Little Page Bugs. Out of bounds, or a travel there.
Well, that was a nice defensive rebound by Sarah Andrews. Under the situation with a 10-point lead, probably should have pulled it out. Run some offense with 14 fouls already on Utah. Go get that 5th one.
There's a drive into the paint. Blackwell holding her ground again. Fighting for the rebound, and she got it on the miss. There's ball leading by 10, 7-minute mark, 4th quarter.
Boy, Asia Blackwell showing what she's all about here now. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That is Asia Blackwell.
Andrews drives, lost the handle, and taken away by Utah. Vieta brings it up. 6:40 on the clock, 4th quarter. He carried the ball a little bit there, no call, and a lay-in with a foul.
A great move to the bucket there. Terrific quickness for Utah. Baylor has got to play smart. They don't have to take chances. Just have to be fundamental.
Asia Young has a chance at a 3-point play. Foul was on Fauntleroy at first.
Great job by her getting by Bella Fauntleroy there and getting the bump on the effort. Young lady's a transfer from UT Martin by way of Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Free throw no good. Can't complete the three-point play, but Kennedy McQueen the rebound.
Yeah, did not get a good clock out by Little Page Bugs. And there you go, Keeley. All of a sudden now we've got a 6-point ball game.
Keeley back on the floor, and you know when she's back out there. She's got 18 now on the night, all in the second half. Timeout on the floor. 6:16 to play, fourth quarter. It's top 25 matchup in Waco. Baylor leads Utah 68-62.
Live sport.
California for 9 years, did very, very well. And before that, opportunity at Chico State as head coach for 4 years. He's worked her way up and done a fantastic job. Very personable, very nice, and a heck of a coach.
Again, coming into the Big 12 next year, these Utah Utes. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play in this game tonight. Baylor leads by 6 over Utah. Bears ball out of the timeout. Blackwell outside to Andrews. To Jada Walker for 3. No good. Too strong.
Well, good block out by Utah that time. Neepkins, you know she's going to make some plays. Walker hit 2 threes, but that time didn't get it.
To Peely down low, wheeling around. Blackwell puts it in.
You cannot stop her one-on-one. I know why there's no double team because there are other good offensive players around her. That is a tough, tough assignment.
She got 20 points, Jim, all in the second half. Played only 2 minutes, actually a minute 56 in the first half, with 2 fouls early.
But you just can't let the easy entry pass going to her. There's got to be some adjustment.
Three by Andrews, no good. Long rebound by Little Page Bugs.
Well, that was a fortunate bounce right there. Lots of long rebounds in this game.
Walker drives in. Shot no good. Little Page Bugs tries to save it. Out of bounds, touched by a Ute, so we'll stay with Baylor.
Well, John, every possession is a treasure. Every out-of-bounds play is important. Baylor's usually pretty good on out-of-bounds offensive execution under their own basket. Let's see what they choose to run with this situation. Utah, man-to-man the entire game.
2 minute 45 seconds scoring drought by Baylor. The officials are looking at something here, seeing if that was indeed out of bounds, or looking at the clock. Okay, they're seeing if it hit the rim for a shot clock reset. It did not, so the shot clock will stay at 7. Mini timeout there.
Well, this is where Sarah Andrews has to show her leadership. They've got to know. Of course, they get quick huddle with the coach. They've got to know there's just 7 seconds left.
Here's ball, now 5. Andrews fires it up. Long range 3, no good. Rebound by Peely for Utah.
Yeah, not a good shot. Baylor's got to work to get 5 fouls on Utah where they get to that charity strike. That would be a big, big difference.
3 minute scoring drought by Baylor. Utah on a 6-0 run. Neepkin misses the shot. Rebound, Little Page Bugs. Shot from behind, nearly caught there. Gets it away to Andrews for 3. It's good! Sarah Andrews splashes the 3.
Well, that was too much dribbling by Little Page Bugs, but it was a good ending. Ball was on the floor. Sarah Andrews said, "Let me hit it," and she did it.
9 on the night by Andrews. Backdoor cut, lay-in by Neepkin. Nice play.
Yeah, Utah is just fantastic with their offensive execution. Great cuts.
Here's Sarah Andrews at the 4-minute mark. Thought about a 3. Gives it to Fauntleroy. Into the paint. Floater is good by the sophomore.
Now, see, that's great coaching by Nikki Collins. She told Fauntleroy, go against Neepkin. She's got 4 fouls. Go do your thing.
Blackwell doing what she can against Peely, who spins and gets the reverse layup on the baseline. 22 on the night now for Baylor.
Well, let's see if they keep going at Neepkins. He's still on Bella Fauntleroy.
Andrews. Oh, she's feeling it. Back-to-back threes by Andrews. The Bears lead by 8.
Well, Sarah Andrews saying, if you're going to go behind that screen on me, I'm going to jump up and drill it. She did it.
Vieta drives on the baseline, gets it back outside. Layup around the defense of Fauntleroy for the layup.
Boy, this youth team, John, they can go to the basket as good as anybody I've watched in years. They know how to take it to the rack.
Timeout, Utah. Baylor by 6. Boy, Utah had those 14 fouls really early in this quarter and haven't had another one since.
Within the first 2 minutes, look at Sarah Andrews. Defender chose to go behind the screen. She just stopped and said, hey, I'm feeling it. That's 2 threes in a row for the first team all-conference player. Here, takes it right back, says, I'm feeling it. Does it? Nice job by the senior leader for Baylor. She's still not in game shape right now. Sarah Andrews is very tired. I've been watching her. This is tough. I mentioned earlier, she missed a lot of preseason workouts with that foot injury, and she's showing a lot of toughness here tonight.
Well, that's got to be the winner on Era's night, honoring Taylor Swift. That may be a Hefner right there. Jeremy and Carly's daughter.
Jeremy Hefner, a long-time strength and conditioning coach here in this women's program.
All right, here we are back to play. Baylor by 6 at the 3-minute mark, fourth quarter.
Well, you know, Utah's very quick with their hands. No, Fauntleroy jumped up and took that one a little bit too quick.
So out of bounds, and Utah will have possession, 6-point game.
Now, Fauntleroy hit that great three-point shot at the end of the third quarter out of that left corner, but that was not a good shot.
Crowd making noise. Great student turnout tonight here in the Farrell Center. Vieta on the perimeter. To Ely, thought about a three and traveled with it. Left her feet.
How about that? Dre Edwards right there defensively. Ely looking slyly at the official.
Another look at it.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
So traveling turnover. It's the only way to stop Ely. She's got 22 in the second half, 9 of 10 from the floor. Jada Walker drives, reverse layup up and in.
How about that quickness by Jada Walker? What a big basket. Baylor's got to keep from giving up the easy backdoor cut.
And into the backcourt, Fauntleroy. Peely dive for it. Over and back violation. It's Baylor's ball. Bears ball with 2:06 to play.
Baylor still working hard to pick up that 5th foul on Utah. I know I keep talking about it, but that would be a big difference maker if they can just get to that charity strike. Baylor only has 1 team foul in this entire fourth period, so the defensive fundamentals has been good for Baylor here in the late stages of this tough game.
What a great matchup early season for these two. Baylor had played since last Monday, 8 days between games, and you say, why? It's a long break to start the season. This originally was going to be the preseason women's NIT, and that did not happen. They couldn't get any other games scheduled, so that's why they had the long break here early.
Good gracious, you got to take care of that basketball. Dre put it out there a little bit on the platter, and Utah's so quick with their hands. This is a savvy team. Got to stay tough.
12th turnover by Baylor tonight. Utah has 17. Baylor has 25 points off turnovers. Utah only 8 points off the 12 Baylor turnovers. Under 2 minutes on the clock. Vieta drives. Jada Walker whistled for the foul. Well, I like Walker's defense.
Yeah, she is so quick. I said when she went out earlier, she's Baylor's best perimeter defender because she is so quick, very, very smart. I'll tell you, Vieta is very, very quick herself. She made a great drive to the bucket right there. This is a smart team now. Keep saying they've got 5 starters back from that Sweet 16 ball club.
All right, students now going to try to distract Vieta and get double cupcakes tonight.
They're the preseason Pac-12 conference favorite.
The 7-win team a year ago. 1 of 2 by Vieta. 7-point Baylor lead. Little Page Bugs into the front court. Puts the ball in the hands of the senior, Sarah Andrews. Andrews around the screen of Little Page Bugs to the baseline.
Oh my, I don't know what happened there, but Sarah Andrews.
A foul on Andrews, or did she step out of bounds?
Then she stepped out of bounds, but certainly you don't want any unforced turnovers. Nice defense by Utah.
All right, Utes basketball, minute 23 to play. Baylor 78, Utah 71. Neepkins drives, layup, good.
Oh, what a great move by Neepkins. Goodness gracious, that was a big, big league play. Minute and 10 seconds to go.
With her 17 on the night, playing out there with 4 fouls. Sarah Andrews, 1 minute to go. To Dre Edwards for 3, no good. Was she fouled? No, a timeout.
Timeout before.
I guess just a timeout. Timeout, Baylor. Comes with 57.1 seconds to go. Baylor leads by 5. Again, the last win for this Baylor women's team over a top 5 opponent was against number 1 UConn, 68-57. It's on January 3rd, 2019.
Well, there's a lot of basketball left to be played here. 57 seconds left against this number 4 team in the nation. We keep saying with the 5 starters back, they're very, very smart. John, here's the situation at the free throw line. Baylor's only been there 6 times. Utah has been there 15. Baylor's made 4 out of 6. Utah, big surprise, only 8 of 15 at the charity stripe. Baylor now has to meet the pass on this out-of-bounds play. Every possession, very, very crucial.
The Utah coaching staff now pleased with something on that last sequence. Maybe it was the timing of the timeout, I'm not sure.
Well, Baylor's got to make sure they beat every pass now because Utah is going to be taking a lot of chances. There you go. Finally, Baylor will go to the free throw line. Sarah Andrews, very good free throw shooter. That was a nice job by Baylor getting the ball in. Utah kept their pressure up, but nice move by Andrews coming from the head of the circle to create the passing lane.
Madison Wilkie guilty of the foul. That's her second. Here's Andrews at the line. First trip to the line tonight for the senior, Sarah Andrews. Very calmly knocks down the first one.
Well, Sarah Andrews has had a terrific 4th quarter here. He's a long way from being in top condition, but goodness, making some big plays.
2 big free throws by Andrews. Timeout, Utah. Coach Lynn Roberts still pleading her case at the other end of the floor. Game is not over. 55.7 seconds to go, but Baylor has a 7-point cushion at this point in the game.
Well, you know, they're either going to get the ball in the hands of Neepkins on the drive or get it to Dooley in the paint. That's a foregone conclusion. That's what they've done the last couple of times down the floor. Neepkins had that fantastic finish. Good defense by Baylor on her, but the veteran, all Pac-12 conference performer, knows how to get it done in traffic. Baylor does not want to foul and stop the clock.
Ricky Collin in that huddle. Tony Green, the associate head coach. Tari Cummings.
Yeah, you mentioned Tony
Edwards.
Tony Green, he's in charge of defense for this team, and they've done a nice job here tonight. Big question is, can they do it here with 55 seconds to go?
Wilkie, the inbounder. It's the ball in the hands of Vieta. Crowd certainly has played its part in this game tonight. Neepkins a 3. Shot no good. Dre Edwards the rebound. It's the ball to Sarah Andrews. And a foul in the backcourt. All Utah can do really is foul. So here goes Andrews back to the line where she just got 2.
Give Baylor credit right there. Nice defense and terrific defensive rebound there by Dre Edwards. Edwards now has 14 points and 6 rebounds in the game. She and Sarah Andrews tied for most points with 14. Sarah can take the lead with some knockdowns right here. Sarah now with 15. Leading scorer in the game, of course, Healy with 22.
Very calmly, 2 free throws by Sarah Andrews. Bears lead by 9 with 38 seconds to play. Utes trying to get it to Peely, and it's out of bounds. Turnover, Utes.
Yeah, nice job defensively there. Baylor's really made some good adjustments. Tip of the hat to Nikki Collin and her staff. They've done a lot of things well here to make a difference in this game late.
There's the first Jim Brad Livingstone and the Baylor president, Linda Livingstone, in attendance for this game tonight. Top 25 matchup. What a game it's been.
What a unique situation at Baylor. You've got a president right there, the blonde-headed lady that's a former basketball player at Oklahoma State. Nobody appreciating it this more than her here tonight.
And a huge sports fan all the way around, not just basketball.
Well, as a matter of fact, not many people know this, but Linda Livingstone is the current sitting president of the NCAA Board of Directors. Look at the student body. They love her.
Great student turnout tonight, an all-time record student crowd for this game tonight. So kudos to them.
Now, of course, the nationally ranked Baylor men will be taking the court as soon as this one's over, so this may be a packed house before this night's over.
Man,
great crowd for the Baylor women.
Yeah, what a great
Gotta
start
meet
tonight.
The pass.
Baylor men taking on Kansas City. Here we go, Baylor's ball. 30 seconds to play. Utah finally will foul Sarah Edwards. So the last 3 times, Jim, that Baylor has beaten a top 5 team at home in a season. Just saying, the stats say Baylor's gone on to win the national championship. 2019, twice in 2011, 2012.
And Baylor, of course, 3 national championships. Coach Kim Moulton led them to those championships in 05, 12, and 19. Oh, Sarah Andrews, you talk about stepping up big time here in the 4th quarter. I kept saying she looked tired.
Yeah.
Shouldn't she be tired always?
She looks full of energy right there.
Game.
Pushes the lead to 11 for the Baylor women. 24 seconds to go, 84-73. Deanna drives in, shot blocked out of bounds. Maybe another block for Dre Edwards. What a night she's had this evening.
But how about the footwork of Jada Walker staying up with Deanna that time, coming down the floor full speed. Neatkins back in now for Utah. This is a great Utah team. This is a tough Baylor bunch to beat tonight.
Inbounds 3, corner, no good. Follow. And
Neatkins, who else? Just 15 seconds to go, but Neatkins now can cut it to 9. Well, Peely, of course, played very little in the first half, but the All-American comes back with 22 here in the second half. Quite an athlete.
Yeah, hey, Jim on 9 of 11 shooting also. Very efficient 22 points.
She and Neatkins both first-team All-Conference Pac-12 performers, and Neatkins now has 18 in the ball game.
Second free throw by Neatkins. No good. Missed made 1 of 2. Kick it outside for 3. And knocking down the 3 is Kennedy McQueen. Timeout Baylor.
How smart is that? You get the offensive board, kick it right back out. Smart play. That's the most open 3 there usually is off of offensive rebounds. And I said this Utah team, very, very smart. They're showing it. 5 starters back from that great team last year that was 27-5.
So Bears ball, but leading by 7 with 11.7 seconds on the clock.
And the all-important rebounding category here tonight, Baylor's been led by Little Paige Buggs with 10 boards. Asia Blackwell, nation's second leading rebounder her junior year in Missouri, has 8 boards for Baylor. Dre Edwards, 6 rebounds to go with her 14 points. For Utah, their leading rebounder, Johnson, has 10 boards, and then Neepkins, their star wing player, has 7. So tough work on the boards. This has been one of the more physical games I've seen in a long, long time, John. And it's a real credit to both of these ball clubs. Both these teams, from watching this game tonight, got to feel like they will be in the big dance. Lots of time to go before that, but this is a much improved Baylor team over last year. Utah, we know, is great.
Great early season test for both. Lynn Roberts will take her team to Alaska to play in the Great Alaska Shootout coming up next. Of course, Peely is from Anchorage, Alaska. Here's ball, got to get it in. Inbounds to Dre Edwards. Back to Walker. They don't foul. This game is over. They do not foul. And Baylor has a win on their home floor over 4th-ranked Utah tonight. First top 5 win at home since January 3rd of 2019. Nikki Collin and the Baylor women over Utah. 84-77 Bears the final score.
Well,